Good morning! And I finished my bone broth fast. Just for a recap, I was having the bone broth mixed with collagen with spices that I added at the last minute. I went ahead and cooked them in small batches so it would kind of feel more like a meal, and also that I kept the herbs fresh in there so it was best effect. I lost like another pound. Again, I don't really count these pounds, but I do try to kind of keep track of them so that I can try to maintain that weight loss as I go through my other notes. I kind of use it as a gauge a little bit. And so, especially since I'm still above BMI, I kind of started back where I started from because of the sickness and stuff. And that kind of can happen, especially early forms of weight loss. Your fat cells will actually shrink, but they haven't really accepted their shrink yet. When you first lose weight, and this is why so many people backtrack anyway, but I was sick, so I was just like, whatever. They're just shrunk, but they're ready to just puff back up at any moment. And so it takes even longer for your body to really cycle into being thin before you'll be thin. Otherwise, you're just like thin for now. You'll bounce back in a heartbeat. That's how so many people fail. And they get really frustrated with that. It's fine. It just means that it got messed up. You're not messed up for life. You can start over again. I like to consider it like a practice run. I am learning about my body. Hey, that didn't work. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to stay consistent with what's consistent with me, and that's how it's going to work. So I'm breaking into soft protein day, and this morning I'm going to have bone broth and one snow crab leg for lunch. I'm going to have bone broth because I'm trying to keep it extremely light. I want my body to be getting used to eating solid food again, because even though it's a really short fast, the key to any fast, the key to it, everybody thinks that it's all about endurance and holding your strength during the fast and not eating any as hard as you can. It's actually, the point of a fast is to break it as slowly as possible. And when you break it as slowly as possible, you get the highest benefits of the fast. So I had 4 days, and I gave myself a 24-hour fast followed by a 24-hour bone broth fast. So we're just barely, we have 2 days to recover before back to normal life, you know? So here we are. So that's going to be 2 cups of bone broth for lunch, and then another cup of bone broth to 2 cups of bone broth. I do allow myself, if I need to have extra bone broth, that's easily, I'll let myself have another cup or 2 of that to make sure that I'm not feeling hungry. And yesterday I added green tea, so green tea is still allowed. That actually helps me. I've noticed about my body, because of the self-study, that when I drink green tea with the broth, the green tea counteracts the bloat from the sodium, and I flush it out much faster. So I might gain a pound or 2 from having something with sodium in it, and that pound or 2 is the artificial water weight. If I have some green tea with it, the next time I go to the bathroom, that water weight is completely off. I'm right back to where I should be. And that's one of the reasons why I like the fast, because you can show yourself exactly what makes you gain weight, what exactly makes you tick. So it's going to be soft proteins heading in. I will not be having eggs today. I wanted to, but then I was talking with ChatGPT about it, and we decided that to stay in a nice extreme calorie deficit even on the beginning of solids day, just because I really want to get some results that I can hang on to by the end of this. So I always try to prep for my next node. I've been going through my bone broth so well that I'm also probably going to go ahead and prep for the next node. Right now I'm getting ready for meat mode then. So I've got my grass-fed patties. I've got a whole leg of lamb, which is probably going to go on standby for the next spot after that. And I've got chicken wings. I'm going to have a whole Costco chicken. So my meat node is going to be mostly that, but also I will be adding eggs. And what I'll be doing with the extra bone broth is I'm going to be making an organic yellow split pea bone broth soup. I noticed that when I do break into regular foods, having either a split pea soup or some pinto beans that have been cooked in just kind of any beans, or even if lentils, but I'm not a huge fan of lentils. So for me, it's easier to get myself to eat beans or the other ones. Those really help me get through. And so I've been using bone broth for almost everything. So I'm definitely going to be getting another chicken today and starting on that bone broth, and I'll just strip all the chicken off and leave it in the refrigerator for tomorrow, because today is all about focusing on light protein. I know this sounds like a lot of prep, but honestly, if you think about like how much prep you do to make 3 meals a day anyway, it's really not. It's just setting yourself up for the day before, and then the day of, you just kind of execute it. So it really works really well. Again, these are short-term nodes. So last time I did 2 cycles back to back. This time, I think what I'm going to do is put 2 weeks or so even in between them, so that I can really, really, really put all my attention on my one node, knowing I'm not going to do another one, knowing there's like no going back on this one spot. And then afterward, I'm just going to try to maintain with my mindful eating that I've been working on and practicing even before the node started, so that I could maintain my progress afterward. It's all about prep, you know. So instead of seeing, again, like I could have seen, oh, I gained the weight back from the last node, I got sick, you know. It's like, you have to take care of yourself. You might take a step back. It's the cha-cha. Did you gain weight all in one shot? Or was it like you lost some weight and then you gained weight and then you lost some weight and you gained weight? We're just turning it the other way around. We're not letting the diet culture and industry tell us that it can definitely go one way, but it definitely can't go the other way. And then they show us these people who are like, I lost and gained weight and yo-yo dieted, and I finally found the miracle cure that worked for me. So if they can find the miracle cure that works for you, then you can maintain any weight loss that you make at any time that you make it, no matter how many times you've lost it before. Don't believe the lies. A big part of getting stressed out over weight loss is the diet industry lies. You are in control of your body, and you will have maintained control of your body as soon as you find the right solutions for yourself. Don't let any past history affect you when it comes to this. Your current decisions will affect your future life regardless. Cheers.